Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I've got this foundation-free makeup look for you. This was actually requested by one of my subscribers, so I wanted to get to it as soon as possible. Now, I know that there are a lot of foundation-free makeup looks out there, but I find that a lot of them still use a lot of products, so concealers, powders, and just quite a lot of heavy stuff. And so I wanted to create a makeup look that was really light, really friendly, and just something that you can wear on a day-to-day basis that makes you feel like you're not wearing makeup. We haven't got any foundation, we haven't got any false lashes, we haven't got any lipstick, and honestly this has been created using a few products, and I just wanted to share with you guys today how with a few simple products and using them cleverly, we can create a look that's great for a day-to-day makeup look, but also really flawless. So just before we get into the video, I would really appreciate if you could give this video a like, do subscribe to my channel, and do leave a comment down below if there's anything else you'd like to see. So if you'd like to see how I created this really pretty foundation-free makeup look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so first off, I'm going to be taking my Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS. I really love this concealer because it's the perfect one that matches my skin tone, and also because of the peachy undertone, I feel like it helps cancel out any of that darkness. So I almost see this as my, albeit accidental, colour correcting concealer. So that's why I really like this one. So I'm just going to be popping this where I have some blemishes and just a bit on the darkness here. So we're going to start with a really light amount of product and build it up if necessary. So we're using two concealers. This one was to conceal the spots and kind of neutralize the skin, and this one has to be one that's as true as match to your skin color as possible. This is even more important than a foundation that's slightly off, just because we're only putting this in a few places, so obviously we need to make sure that it's as close to your skin color as possible. The second one that we're going to do is going to take a little bit lighter, and that's the purpose of that, is to almost brighten up the face and make it look a bit more alive. So that one, I'm going to be taking the SHISEIDO concealer. I've done a product review of this concealer. I'll link that down below for you. I'm just going to be taking that kind of there, and those two will kind of melt into each other, and then just putting it where I want to highlight. So not kind of too much, and then we're just going to blend that together. So stick all that into your skin. Why I like to put both concealers on at the same time and not one on top of each other is that I like that they blend together. I know that some people do one concealer and then another on top, but I just like having them both blend in together and melt into the skin together. And then I'm just taking kind of any excess product to clean up the shape of my brows. And then my darkness is around my mouth, so I only applied the NARS concealer here, but I just take any excess product around. The thing is, for me, because I have quite a bit of hyperpigmentation and just scars as well from my spots, I feel like my scars are worse than the spots themselves, honestly. And it's just, that's why for me, I feel like foundation is a holy grail. It's literally one of the most important things, but this is kind of an alternative. And it's definitely a lot lighter because you're literally using such a little amount of product and just buffing that into your skin. So you just want to just kind of make sure everything is blended into the skin really nicely and that there's no kind of harsh lines. It may look a bit harsh now, but once you finish the rest of the face, then it will look a bit better. So don't worry about that. I love that NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. You can just see how well it's honestly cancelled out the darkness of my under eye, and just, you know, it's just such a great skin coloured concealer for me. And then when you mix that in with the Shiseido, even though I'm not a big fan of it itself, I've realised that when I mix it with the NARS, it actually does work and the creasing is less, and it undeniably does a really nice brightening effect. So okay guys, so we're done with the base. Very easy, but the most important part is just stippling away. The more you push it into your skin, the less it will budge later. And as always, trying to take it down the chin if you can. Okay, so next we're just going to do our brows. My Benefit Brow Styler. If you want a lighter look, it's a great idea not to use the powder size because that can be quite stodgy. This pencil bit, you can just lightly draw in any sparse areas that you have. This is a light look, we don't want anything too heavy, and so that's why I prefer this pencil bit for the daytime. So what I do to make it look a bit more natural is I take my fingers and then I just wipe this front bit, and it spreads the product out, but in a natural way. So to try and keep this as minimal as possible, I'm literally going to be using as little product as I can. So I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury blush in Pillow Talk Intense. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the outside part for my eyeshadow and also my blusher. So just going to just kind of running this into my crease, so just running this into the crease. Like so. And then I'm just going to take my blusher brush and swivel the product into there as well. Get a bit of the middle, tap off any excess, and smile. And just wipe that upwards, kind of following where your cheek, but also cheekbone is. Taking that around the top, down the bottom like so, and just using it to contour my nose as well. And then I like to take this big fluffy blending brush and just smooth out any harsh lines. So just kind of. And then I take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I'm just going to dab that ever so slightly, and then we're literally just going to buff it into the skin. And what this will do is it will also get rid of any of the excess products. We just want the lightest amount of this. You can literally just tap it. It's just there to kind of help complete the look. So start with your under eye, and there you can press it in, and then the rest of the face just buff it in. And this will get rid of any of the excess product and just help smooth everything over. Right, so we're getting there. So far, I've tried to keep everything as light as possible so that, you know, we're omitting anything that's completely heavy, and just trying to keep this a nice, light, foundation-free makeup look. So hopefully I've achieved that for you guys. So literally all we've got on the skin is some concealer to cover up any dark circles and just neutralize any blemishes. Then we've just taken a dark colored blush, which for me has tones of brown in it, so I've used that as a bronzer and a blusher, and then we've just buffed it all together and made it all look seamless with that powder, a light amount of powder, not a lot, no baking, nothing like that involved. So now that we've finished that base, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish off my eyes and then do my lips. Since we're not going to be putting on any false lashes, I just want to curl my eyelashes with some eyelash curlers. I love eyelash curlers. And then I'm just going to be popping on some lash primer. Guys, eyelash primer is a game changer. I actually cannot put mascara on anymore without the primer. I feel like it keeps my eyelashes nourished. I feel like my eyelashes fall out less when I've had them primed underneath first. And then on top of that, to make it even better, I feel like it makes it look thicker and longer, and it's great. So I'm just going to pop that on. So in my recent makeup order, I actually got this free sample of the new Charlotte Tilbury mascara. It's the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. So I'm just going to give that a go today. So wow, this mascara is so good. I wasn't expecting to like it this much, but it's made my eyelashes look really big. Okay. Right guys, we are nearly done. So the last thing that I'm going to do is just a few finishing touches. Just to make the skin look extra radiant, I'm going to be taking my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the colour Opal. I'm just going to pop that just on the tops of my cheekbones, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow. That's it, just blend that into my skin. Under my brow bone as well. And then finally, I'm just going to take any bright eyeshadow and just pop it in my inner corner. And then to finish this look off, the final thing that we're going to be doing is our lips. And for our lips, I'm just going to be taking my NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Dolce Vita. Just the perfect amount of colour. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you were all able to learn something from this video, and that I was able to show you that you don't need to pile on a lot of foundation. With just a few products that really work for your skin, you can honestly create such a flawless looking base, and it just looks so so pretty, it's so light, and you can just wear it on a day-to-day basis. So if you did like this video, please give it a like. Do comment down below if this is something you would try, and of course if there's anything else that you'd like to see, and do subscribe to my channel. I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Kisses.